Writer's Mind. I'm your host, CP Von Lois. And they want to touch a little bit on a new problem that AI is creeping up, and it's actually because of anti-AI stances. People are so, and it's divisive. Let's just be honest. It's divisive because if you're a writer, creator, artist, whatever, you don't want to use that. I mean, that takes away the soul. The soul is what we write it down. We put our stories together, we create our artwork. Now, I understand how a lot more effort goes into it, like when making the videos, because they actually have to use their images, the AI streamlines it. If it's a tool, it's fine. Sometimes details too great to be able to just say throw in for AI to do it, to create something. But yeah, as long as we're using our work on it and it's used as a tool to streamline it, I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. But we shouldn't be using it to just create everything from scratch. Like create our books, create our art. I remember this is maybe a year or two ago. I saw a lot of things online, like an Instagram ads where, write your book in 20 minutes. Within an hour, you'll have it published and be making thousands. And these are like legitimate ads where they're encouraging people to, type their idea into that whatever app it was, ChatGPT, whatever. And then whatever AI they had, it would write that book for them. They could publish it 20 minutes an hour, they're done. They have a finished book, they put it in the market, and they can make thousands. And that was a big push. And it's like, and it's like, that's kind of introduction to I'm like, hell? It makes no sense. Writing comes from the heart. It comes from in here. All art comes from in here. I don't care what kind it is. It's what we create. It comes from our heart, our soul. We pour our blood, sweat, and tears into it. And that's when I started noticing, we have a divide. Because you have people that, obviously don't want AI. And when it comes to creating work like that, yeah, like I said, I'll never use it to create book covers. I'll never use it to write my stories. Now, will I use it like for my story a day? Yes, because I can't draw. I can't afford to have someone make a new image, and I don't know what I'm going to be writing until every Sunday. So how about an hour to come up with the images? So for me, that works. It's like a thumbnail, quick thumbnail. Once and done, who cares? Right? I mean, I didn't even think about just using a picture of a notebook page and putting the text over that. I may be doing that in the future just because, to keep it simple. But yeah, if it's a streamline, like for artists, like they'll render an image, they'll put it in it, and they'll animate or whatever, just to make their job easier. And I'm fine with it. That's a tool. That's what it should be. It's a tool. It's always going to be here. It's not going anywhere. It's just we're learning now. It's not the all-powerful, world-dominating, technology we thought it was going to be, and it's going to come back to, reality and settle down in a couple of years, I think. But until then, it's like, what damage are we doing? And that's where a lot of it now, the pro AI people that are using it for everything, yes, they deserve the share the blame for it. But now it's the opposite end where people are so anti-AI, where they're actually attacking authors for using M dashes. They use AI to prove you're using AI. They're anti-AI. Make it make sense, right? The math is mathing. But they use it, and if you have M dashes, semicolons, just proper grammar, you don't have a misspelled word, it's AI. And it's like, yeah, because people can't speak proper grammar. I mean, I've known people that have gone back and they've read like classical books, like Treasure Island, Wuthering Heights, Zane Grey, Sherlock Holmes, whatever. And like, well, I have to look up some of these words. And it's like, yeah, it's because we don't write like that anymore. It's a different style, different world. People were paid by the word, or they were the wealthiest members of society, so they had a better education at the time, so they would, superfluous writing. Nice big word there, right? It's like they just would have very flowery, very expensive writing with that, and it'd be very fancy. And it's not something we do anymore. I mean, for myself, I prefer just very simple, communicative, words that convey my thoughts. I don't do a whole lot of, big words like that. I just don't, but that's the whole problem though, is because they come after authors. I've seen on TikTok. I don't think I know anyone that's actually happened directly to, at least not maybe here or there. But a lot of times, a lot of authors are being attacked for that. People using AI to go through their books and saying, "Oh, you wrote this in AI. Then why are you using AI?" Others actually, another thing that could be happening I mean, I write articles. I cover soap operas. I write articles covering soap operas, like speculation, things like that. And you go to sites when people are coming to shows or leaving the shows. You just need to maybe get interviews, things like that, to get a different aspect. And and there's more and more misspelled words, or poor grammar usage, or just switched words. Like instead of he, it's a she. Instead of they, it's a them. Or what was the one like the there? THERE, THEIR, THY apostrophe RE. Those usages, and they're getting worse. And there is a belief among people that that's actually happening because they're trying to prove and show, hey, we're not AI. See these mistakes? AI wouldn't make these mistakes. AI is perfect. Please leave us alone. And that's what the belief is. And my fear, because I've heard this from coming into authors for months about that. It could, and at some point, is it going to start pushing writers and authors to make those mistakes? Because we all write our different styles. But we're going to start misspelling words now. Are we going to stop, using, say, M dashes because, oh, God forbid, that's going to be AI. It's, for me, I'm like, I don't care. If I person for myself, I'm going to use them. It's proper grammar. It's how I write, whatever I do. It's, I'm not going to worry. It is what it is, and I think a lot of authors are like that. But then others, I can understand why they would be upset about that, why they would be worried about it. Because I'll see things like that and like, what did they come after me next? It's like, I can't afford this or I can't afford that. But again, this is our work. This is our art, and sadly, art isn't always easy, whether it's creating everything else and standing up for it. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's like, these are, like I said, a lot of it's just rumors and just speculation, like, thoughts I've seen other people have, and I've noticed myself, like with the spelling mistakes in current articles and things like that on websites. So it's just some thoughts, there's some feelings out there. It may end up being nothing. It may go on for a little bit, but I think really it's like everything will start dying down before long. And so once AI kind of settles down, and whatever it's not, Terminator-esque levels yet. Hopefully not ever. That's real sad. Gets really going to get some dystopian stuff there. But it's a fun tool. It's fun just to browse with sometimes just to see what you can do with it. Animating things, just because it's kind of neat, but it's like, for real artist work, like I say, cover work, writing the books, just hire somebody, just have them done right, support each other. And that's the biggest thing. We just need to support each other. We already have enough knocks against us into the community. Our books aren't good enough, our pictures aren't good enough, or our comics aren't good enough, whatever it is, we're not good enough. We're this, we're that, we're 100 different things. And the last thing we really need to do is be tearing each other down over something like this, especially because overusing grammar or whatever. I mean, if it's happening, that's not. So, it's come together. This too shall pass. And just accept what the world has to offer, and, continue what we do and have fun doing it. Again, we're adults. We get to play in our own little imaginary worlds. How awesome is that, right? So just focus on that, helping each other, and let's keep plugging away and making a better place. Thank you for your time, and sorry for the mini rant lecture, but I've seen this one to get it out there. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, have a great one.